Happy Saturday, everybody. I haven't seen you in a month. This is like my 750th take because there was gunshots. So I was like, do I just talk through the gunshots? Because here in shady Chicago, I've been here 16 years, 16 in July, and I'm used to it, which is not a great sign. So I love when people show all those like Instagram of the city, like, look how beautiful. I'm like, put in a few muggings, a few pickpocketings, you know, some people lying about their identity, and then that'll be the real story, right? So anyway, there was gunshots outside my door. Wonderful. Cheers. And then there were cop cars. So, where am I? Right. So I haven't seen you guys in a month. I was literally in the backwoods of Missouri chopping down trees and trying to breathe in real air. Right. Tonight I'm dressed like a hooker because I've been treated like one for the last 7 years without any of the pay. So, right. If you have questions about what that means, feel free to put them below, because I have literally been walking on eggshells for 7 years, editing my life, editing who I am, editing my thoughts for some people in my life, and it's literally fucking backfired. All these people have done has been shitty as fuck to me, treated me poorly, threatened me, been a real asshole. So I'm done. I'm just gonna live for myself now and do whatever, because that's what everybody else does. They do whatever the fuck they want, right? All right. So glitter is in. Glitter is everything. Happy Saturday. So I have so many thoughts, and we're going to start off with the first one. I have a friend here in Chicago who has literally tried out for Survivor multiple times, and I'm trying to do the math, right? I'm like, 2 + 2 is 4. What's happening? Because he keeps trying out for Survivor, but he can't survive outside his parents' house. How do you survive the wilderness when you literally can't pay your own bills? Is that a different skill set? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm just trying to understand. Anyway, the other thing I'm trying to understand is how much time do actual baby daddies have to date? Because it is blowing my motherfucking mind. See, I've had time for about like 5 dates in 6.5 years. But I had people that were interrupting me tonight. What are you up to, girl? Hey, hey girl, what are you doing? I want to see you. Do you never have your kids? Because that is not hot. So I don't have time. When I have a moment, 2 hours, 3 hours, I'll let you know. But why do you never have your kids? How much time do you guys fucking actually have? Apparently time to meet the neighbors, fuck someone's cousin, their brother, their sister, God knows. Hashtag luxury parenting. I don't have time. I've had my son literally 2 months straight every day, which is fine because he's amazing and I love him. It's called parenting. I'm just trying to understand how you consider yourself a parent when you don't parent. See what I mean? Right. Make it make sense. And I'm not being a bitch. I'm like legit. I had 1,000 people on Stir contact me. They're all single dads. And all of them got all the fucking time in the world. Right. And I know you're going to talk trash to me and be like, 1,000? Dude, people they just want to date. Like anybody who just wants to date anybody anymore. I don't think I'm special. I don't think I'm great. I actually had somebody I knew 10 years send me a text message that said, hey, Cassie, by the way, you weren't that good in bed. So, then why did you fuck me for 3 years? Right. What does that actually say about you? So, are we really playing that game in our 40s or 50s? Come on, man. How old are we now? Anyway, this rant tonight is about a couple experiences that I've had in the last year. And when I say the last year, I literally mean I've had like 4 opportunities to do anything. Okay. So we're going to start with the first one. Has any of you dated someone who's allergic to animals? Because I have cats. I have pussy. Right. This person was so allergic to cats. He was a wonderful human. We are still friends. Allergic to pussy. Every time I would go over there, it was like an episode of Shawshank Redemption where I was getting scrubbed down in the hallway. It was -7 degrees and I felt like I was in prison. He's like, step out into the hallway, please. Take your clothes off. Leave your items here, because he couldn't get the residue on them. So, again, I'm not hating. It ain't his fault. But let me tell you, I was like, am I in prison? So, what is happening? At 42 years old, I just can't. I can't do it all the time, so. He'd be like, step into the hallway, please. Remove your clothes. Leave your purse out there. I was like, do you want me to dump bleach on me? So, please step into the shower, and then we can have intercourse. Have a great day, Miss Baxter. I'm just kidding. But that's literally what it was. I was scrubbing down in the hallway. And then I was like, do you have a rash? Oh my God, I'm sorry. So that's what was happening with that. So it ended because so many reasons. But I mean, that's a big complication, right? You have animals, you love your animals, and they're allergic to your animals. Fuck. Right. So anyway, that was one experience recently. But it was literally like the jail scene. Is this okay? Is this good enough? So that happened, right? Then another person, we hung out twice, and it was like very casual, like they stopped by when I had a moment, and then they invited me to their place at midnight. That is not a date. But anyway, it went very bad. So first he started talking about his trauma. Then he asked me about my trauma. Mind you, we had been having cocktails, right? So our emotions are heightened. He's like, tell me all about your trauma. And then I do. And then he's crying. And then I'm crying. And then he walks into the bedroom and goes to sleep. The end. If I didn't have trauma before the date, I fucking had it after. So, right. Is he a nice person? Yes, but what in the actual fuck? I'm not saying it's all his fault. I mean, I should have never, you know what? I should have never even walked into that. Never walked into that horse's stable. Fuck. Because I was like, that was the most fucked up experience ever. I was like opening my heart, like, this is what happened to me. And they're like, oh my fucking God. Ah! Right. So that didn't go well. The other thing I have to say is a positive note that I'm going to end on. I've had a few good dates with one person. If somebody wants to do something for you, they fucking will. They will. This person drives an hour to see me randomly when I have an hour here and there, because they know my schedule is impossible with my 3 jobs, plus being a mom, that I have no time literally. I barely have time to literally wipe my ass, right? So they will accommodate me. They will drive down for like an hour during the day or just say hi. Anyway, very nice. They did send me flowers. They have been very kind to me. They live an hour away, and if they want to do it, they fucking will. And this person, and let me just clarify this, because I got all kinds of people in this city talking shit about things they know nothing about. Literally nothing about. I had him over during the day when nobody was here. And let me just tell you, he fingered me and I literally sprayed all over my feet. Just because I'm a mom doesn't mean I'm dead. We're all allowed to have some interactions and feel good, right? Again, I went 3 years without having sex after my son was born because I was so fucked up from so much stuff that had happened, right? So it does not make you a bad person to feel good every now and again and release some fucking tension, right? But anyway, he fingered me and I sprayed all over my feet. And it was wild. And then it just escalated. So it was pretty wild. And then the orgasms just kept coming. The older I get, the more that shit happens. And it feels so good. Ah! Anyway, happy Saturday. Don't be an asshole and don't ask weird questions. And don't threaten people, abuse people, and be a real dick. Just try to be nice, and I'll do the same. Happy Saturday.